Who would have thought that after what feels like every weekend from June to August was rained out, that we would actually get to this point tonight, on the cusp of the first week of September, with just minutes to go to the first of more than 60 grand finals kick off at Blacktown Football Park. From as young as 12s to some who have as much as 50 years experience playing the world's game, it is the most wonderful time of the year for association sport, and I'm just so delighted to say to you, the viewers, that if you're tuning in tonight, you're in for a bona fide treat. 23 goals have been scored in the 4 Friday night grand finals since Premier League live streams became the regular back in 2022. A 5-3 was followed up by a 4-0, then last year a 3-1 was followed up by a 5-1. This evening is one destined for goals, on a day where the quality of football is overshadowed only by a rip-roaring lust for a good old time. Calm and composure is replaced by...
Welcome to Blacktown Football Park for your Friday evening 2024 grand final. On your side will be your 35 fourth grand final between Blacktown and Wakefield Junior. On field 4, your over 33 women's grand final between Oakville and Wakefield Junior. On field 3, your over 32 women's grand final between Highland and Marley. On field 2, your over 31 women's grand final between and
and just about clinched fourth. They might have scraped only into the finals by the skin of their teeth, but they're more than deserving of making the grand final. A fortnight ago, they faced Parkley to secure their third win from 3 against the boys from Morgan Power Reserve. But what makes their run even more impressive is that they lost twice to Premiers Polonia in the regular season, only to beat them in the semi-final last week to qualify to be here tonight. For Blacktown St Pat's, 1 loss in their last 11 matches, 4 wins from their last 5, undefeated since mid-July. Interestingly enough, though, due to rescheduling, they've actually faced their opponents Oakville tonight twice in the last 6 weeks. So these teams come into this final having not found a winner across 180 plus minutes of football. That's right, both occurrences ended in draws. St Pat's were the outright top scorers in the division, 46 goals in the 21 league games, was considerably ahead of the rest of the pack, but their defensive record was, well, you can say, the worst of anyone who finished in the finals, and on par with Town Rangers, who finished second from the bottom. Attack wins you games, but defence wins you titles. You tell me, is today the day that your attack wins you the game or your defence wins you the title? Both teams finished the season in a hot streak of form and they want to keep the momentum rolling into today. Once again, welcome to Blacktown Football Park for the opening grand final of the BDSFA Premier League. The second division's reserve grade has the chance to get the party started with a bang, or should we say, some goals. My name is Mark DePoli. It's a pleasure to be your commentator tonight and for Sunday and Saturday as well. Welcome to the 2024 edition of The Big Show. Time to go through the lineups of both these two sides. Hello and welcome to all you viewers. We will start with the team that finished in 4th place, the underdogs, I guess you could say. They were here last year, this time, for a first grade grand final. Let's see if there's any similarities between that and this team. In goal, it's Sinisa Vujica, the former Hurstville Zagreb representative, has only been a goalkeeper for 6 years, but the 38-year-old has actually got an assist to his name this year and is an essential part of a sturdy back line. He has a recently changed, and I mean very recently changed, back four in front of him. So 18-year-old Aaron Klahesi is going to come in his 9th year at the club. He is a one-club man. The two centre-backs have actually backed up to play reserve and first grade in the last couple of weeks, which is such an incredible effort. Roy Bergman in the 18 and also Connor McIntosh in the 15 jersey. At left-back, his nickname is Sicko. It's Joel Sikovits in the 99 jersey. You cannot miss him. At the base of the midfield is Dylan Arnold. The former Pitttown Pirate has 7 goals to his name. All 7 of them are penalties. You can expect him to take it if we get to 11-yard spot kicks. Next to him is in fact going to be Ryan Schneider, the 22-year-old into his 5th year at the club. He can play anywhere across the midfield and defence, and even, I heard, likes to go forward sometimes. Hasn't got his first goal of the season, though. What a time it will be to get it tonight. At the top of the midfield, it's a man who can play anywhere in the spine. It's Nathan Eskalinen. We'll call him Eskalinen. 5 goals in first grade he got this season. He's a first and reserve grade regular, up from all age 3s just 3 years ago. Such an incredible rise it's been for Esky. Off to the left, it's Liam Sinclair, another one who's played a lot of the reserve and first grade minutes back-to-back, sometimes 180 minutes for a weekend. His legs must be shattered. He's got, hopefully, one more kick in him tonight. Off to the right, it's a man who's got 3 goals to his name, but plenty more in the numbers for assists. It's, in fact, going to be the man whose brother plays first grade goalkeeper, Sam Romeo. And then, of course, Greg Durrant, the 24-year-old carpenter who loves to lay the foundation, if you like, up front. He is a rapid presser. He is a fantastic goal scorer. He's already scored 2 in a match of the round on this very pitch. Let's go now to what is technically the home side today, St Pat's, the runners-up in the competition in the regular season. James Uckenor, the former Premier Spurs goalkeeper, is the first and reserve grade goalkeeper. It's a back four in front of him of Jesse Fielder, the 25-year-old, into his 11th season at the club. Next to Josh Milan, back after 4 years off. He's played his first season this year. He's helped guide the club to a second-place finish. Next to Julian Martinago, 16th year at the club for just the 22-year-old. At left-back, in his first year at the club by comparison, is Nathan Vella. At the base of the midfield, it's a very, very good base. Nikola Rusitovic has lost nearly 80 kilos in the last 5 years to turn his life and footballing career around. He's next to Blake Townsend, who missed 11 weeks after a friendly fire shattered cheekbone. He has 2 metal plates keeping his face together. What a warrior. At the top of the midfield is a man who spent 21 years in blue. It is, in fact, Joshua Zuko. To his right is Alan Lackman, who scored from 35 yards in the match of the round at this very ground in a live fixture. To the left is their top scorer with 16 goals, David Siberus. And through the middle, Jake Christopher, a striker with the second top number of goals and the most assists in the squad. Once again, my name is Mark DePoli. Thank you for being here. That's the 2 lineups, and underway we are. It's a fast start. St Pat's running left to right across your screen if you're new to our Premier League 2 reserve grade, by the way. Oakville running right to left. It was the first 65 seconds of the game that Oakville conceded in their first grade grand final last year. They want to be very aware, especially those players that played in that game, will be very aware to keep sharp from the start. Lots of lessons have been learned as a squad since then. Not a lot of rotation, not a lot of guys playing their first year at the club. First pick up here for Jesse Fielder, that right back. It's been lumped forward now. Good win there by Sicko. Sikovitz, that is, in the 99 jersey. I told you it would be impossible to miss him. Durrant rising there high with Martinago. And now forward they come through. Liam Sinclair has a lot of first grade experience. Speaking of first grade experience, Nathan Eskelinen. Alan Lackman's lost out. Another guy who's played a lot in first and reserve. You can see how rampant and loud this Oakville side is. They were so close to making back-to-back first grade grand finals. So all those boys are here to get that nervous energy out of the reserve grade boys, you know, minds and legs, and channel some enthusiasm from the sideline. On the turn, Greg Durrant. In fact, it was Eskelinen and trying to find Durrant. This here is Jake Christopher trying to deliver a ball forward. We told you he's got the most amount of assists in the squad this year. Lackman bearing down on goal. A square pass. A turn by Zuko. It's Mr. St Pat's himself inside the box. Can he swivel off a pass? Here is Jake Christopher once again in the 52 jersey. Those orange boots, unmissable. It looked like a good ball angling in, but it hits the top netting and it goes out. But a back-to-back, front-to-end, up-and-down start, and it's hot. And it's been fun to watch. And that's all we can ask for. If you weren't here for the opening moments of the mighty long intros I like to do before these big games, 23 goals scored in 4 Friday night grand final games in the last 2 years, which is such an impressive thing. You can expect there to be goals, and maybe one is coming now. Forward they come, Oakville down this left-hand side. They try to stand up the defence and shoot. It hits his own man, where with a bounce fall to the Rusitovic is there. The clearance is poor. Can they fashion an opportunity? It's been saved rather easily, and it's a head-and-hands moment for Vince Romeo himself in the Sam Romeo, I should say, in the 19 jersey, and some of the Oakville crowd were up on their feet. And that's been cleared away by Uckenor. We know him from the first grade in the last couple of years for both Premier Spurs and St Pat's. Prides himself on his handling ability. We saw it in use there. A massive sliding in challenge there might bring the referee Mario Tedoni into question, and he's given a free kick in favour of... No, he's pointed the wrong way. I thought for sure, not for St Pat's there. It's Oakville's free kick to be had. I think that's McIntosh standing over. He lumps that forward. That's Durrant trying to find Sam Romeo. Shoulder to shoulder was really good to watch. It's a collision with the fence as well, almost. A little high five between the two, but did it render a set piece? It did, in fact, in favour of St Pat's. That was Nathan Vella and Sam Romeo coming together in their first 1v1. A bit of a flat clearance, but it's gone exactly where they wanted it to. Although Siberus was beaten to it. Another big shoulder-to-shoulder there. That time it was won by Blake Townsend, I do believe. Blocked off there by Zuko. And Zuko sends it towards Lackman in the middle. It's going to go all the way out for a pretty tame goal kick, and end to that play that wasn't quite so desired. Back in play we are. Left-footed pass cut out rather simply there by Jesse Fielder, but out it goes for a throw. Roy Bergman was the one who pumped that forward. This is Sikovits. Joel sent that towards his striker, Greg Durrant. Picked up here by Liam Sinclair. Has been red carded in a Premier League live stream before. Will want his fate to be different tonight. Was he onside, Durrant? Yes, is the answer initially. He tries to get through his man, then he tries to get through his man, literally. And a claim by Akinor in goal. Like I said, defences tend to be very open in these Friday night grand finals. It's a case of who feels like scoring more rather than who feels like locking it up at the back. It's missed Sybaris there. Of course, and don't forget, if you are tuning in for this game, there is also a game to come after this. No A-League yet for another 6 weeks or so. No Premier League until tomorrow night. So you'll have to tune in and stay tuned in all night if you are not here already. I can promise you the game after this, Glenwood versus Polonia in the first grade final, is going to be just as good as this one's panned out to be in the opening, 6 minutes or so. Easy touch there out the back for Milan. Bit of a difficult pass for Sybaris to get under control, but he does well. Goes down under the push, gets back up. Then he fouled his man in retaliation. Their advantage has been played up against Sybaris. Long ball punted forward. Akinor's going to test his ability with the ball at feet, and he sort of sends it away a little haphazardly, a little awkwardly, but he's done okay. Joel Sikovits, right below us here, wanted to throw it towards his midfield general in Arnold, and Dylan Arnold that is. Strong midfield of Dylan Arnold, Schneider, and Nathan Eskalinen, isn't it? Liam Sinclair, who we know is especially good in the flanks. Picked up here by Zuko. Sent forward there by Blake Townsend. A chance here for Sybaris, their top goal scorer. It's been taken off him though. Well defended there by Oakville. And a big how's it going by Oakville there, who are happy with their defensive efforts. Handball was the call. Oakville are not going to get what they wanted though. Durrant there lays it off to Eskalinen. Drives forward now. Beats 1, 2, 3. Tries to penetrate through the St. Pat's defence. Sent out wide by Romeo. Taken a little wide. Cuts back inside. Beats 1. Should have gone down there. And he would have brought the referee. Oh, fire shot at goal. Where will it fall to? A sliding in challenge to clear. It's all happening here at Blacktown Football Park. Liam Sinclair got that pass and that square across the face wrong. Jake Christopher's got all the work to do here. He almost was able to take it off his man. Now sent forward again. It's a foot race. Sybaris has been coming central all afternoon. Great catch in the crowd there. Slight moment to catch your breath on both ends for both teams. Ball in play through Fielder. Christopher was always going to struggle to get that one under control. That was the wrong bit of communication there and the wrong decision making. And they can see an opportunity here to press in Oakville. Tidy defence all year, but anything can happen in these grand final games. Lackman sticks a left paw at it. Looks like Aaron Kalhesi in that number 4 jersey is actually playing more through the middle, not as the right back. So we'll see how that continues. And that ball went out. So if you're new to this competition, by the way, the outline on this near side, right where Jesse Fielder is standing, is impossible to see from the angle that we've got. So you'll have to bear with us and just trust that I'm telling you the right thing. Well, one there. Lackman sends it towards their top goal scorer. Where will it bounce? Defended well initially. Zuko has a couple of goals to his name this year. Would love to get one here, the 21-year servant of the club. Good ball across the face. Handball was the call. It wasn't even thought about by Mario Tedoni, our referee. Good touch out of the sky there, by the way. And then a pot shot at goal. It took one deflection, then it took a second. Zuko fell to his knees. The ball's been cleared, and cleared comprehensively now. And St. Pat's will restart and recycle from inside their own half. It's been lumped forward, but that's a bit directionless. One in the air there it was by Sikovits. There is Romeo to try and cross the field of play with that switch pass. Jake Christopher was battered into there, brings about a blow of the whistle. Most obvious foul of the night. Oakville will disagree until the cows come home, but the cows don't make the decisions, the referees do. Forward goes Julian Martinago, 22-year-old centre-back, standing over at Jesse Fielder. He's actually carrying a hamstring injury right now, a slight hamstring injury, but he's braved being here and playing tonight. Was never going to give up his seat. Well, Fielder's going to clip it in. It's a good-looking, threatening ball headed towards goal and wide of the left-hand upright. A chance. The best of the night so far. Just over 10 minutes into this one. And it's been St. Pat's who have made the best opportunity so far. Sent forward again, shy of the halfway line, and Oakville are lucky to get their foot on the ball here. It's been sent forward towards Liam Sinclair. Square pass cut out there by Jesse Fielder, who's had an okay game so far, the right back. There was Martinago into the back of Durrant, almost brought about a free kick. That's been sent forward between the midfield lines. There was Escalinen, tries to turn. He's done well so far as the number 5. A stabbed pass to find Liam Sinclair coming across Ms. Milan, and he didn't have to do much. Well covered there by the former Tiger, Josh Milan. Speaking of carrying injuries, he's carrying a slight quad tear himself. Whereas his right back, Jesse Fielder, a couple of years ago in a semi-final, pulled his hammy to the point where he took a year off football, and now he's back, which is great. Milan, the one carrying that quad tear, as we mentioned a couple of moments ago. Danger here, Durrant threatening, and it had to be cleared awkwardly. Acrobatic and theatric, but it did the job. Martinago's calling for the referee to aid him and bail him. He's not going to get that. As you can see, plenty more fans making their way down to Blacktown Football Park from the Rudy Hill to the left of your screens. The extended parking space designed to let you fit all in here. One hand sort of raised there. It's gone towards the back stick. It's gone over everybody, and now it's a shield for the goal kick. Well done there by Nathan Vella. Hasn't do much at left back yet. Most of these attacks have come down this near side, or the right hand side of their defence. What's happening here in the midfield? There's a conversation happening between Zuko and a couple of other boys. He's the captain, of course. It's Joshua Zuko. Something's happening here. Sam Romeo? No, the concern is for Nathan Vella, I think. Is he got some jewellery? Oh, he might have actually cut his knee, perhaps, and that's got to be attended to straight away. So St. Pat's make the first interchange of the afternoon. Well, evening now, I should say. Jake Christopher bearing down on the Oakville defence. Lovely footwork, goes to ground under his own duress, though. That wasn't anything from Oakville. Reece Mangle has come on in the 16 jersey, a very imposing figure, just his second year at the club. Hasn't scored a goal in 6 years. What a time it would be to grab a first in over half a decade. Right, long monster throw coming in here. Can it be flicked towards goal? It was sort of flicked up there. A little awkward now. Lackman threatening. Zuko there. So was Zibarus. It's been cleared eventually. Bit of aerial ping-pong occurring here. Escalinen tries to put his foot on the ball along with Bergman. Turning now is Durrant, who is such a facilitative striker as well as a great finisher. Furthest man forward in Escalinen there, couldn't get under control, but Sikovic has got time, got that touch wrong. Was dogged in trying to win it back though. Lackman has been sent through here. He's an experienced player. Can he use that experience to deliver a great ball across the face? Well, he did just that, but Oakville got there first. Lovely flick there by Escalinen. That's the quality of the first grader right there. Durrant's also one who's played a lot in the top div. Given away though, as we were just mentioning it. Martinago wanted the foul. Another good-looking ball in by Lackman. Where might this fall to? The keeper's going to have to come for this one. Threatening was Jake Christopher. The keeper's come down for that Vujica. Still Jake Christopher across the face, deflected, and now finally cleared by Oakville. Some Pats with the ascendancy right now, looking to find the opening goal of the Friday Grand Finals. Thrown in by Fielder. There is Zuko, who used his chest to keep that under control, trying to keep that onto his left foot. Joshua Zuko deflection. Took all the sting out of the ball. They're going to launch this forward out of the hands of Vujica, the former Hurstville Zagreb representative. Bit awkward there by Schneider, but eventually it's coming to Liam Sinclair. Forward run being made here. Strong there by Dylan Arnold, the 32-year-old in his back. Rusitovic, they're telling him not to do anything silly. He's done okay. Rusitovic, Oakville have gone from one end to the other. And they all come from that really good kick out from Vujica. Corner taken short and quickly. Dylan Arnold to deliver in towards the back stick. Here he is now, Liam Sinclair, I think that is. Blocked off there. And then lumped forward. It was Blake Townsend doing the defending in that left defensive channel. And that's a bit of a pot shot that lent to nothing. Not the first time we've said that. Marcanor being put under a bit of pressure by a very jovial old crowd. Easily won there by Connor McIntosh. A big challenge in the air there, which Escalinen has eventually come away with. Rusitovic tried to flick it on. Danger there. Handball, ball to hand. Handball. So free kick just inside the opposing half for some Pats. Over it does stand Vela. Ball delivered in. Good looking ball. Cleared upwards. Lackman is there again. He's got some great height. So does Vujica, the tallest man on the pitch. Used to play centre back. He'd be great from corners. Now he's a goalkeeper. Even more handy from the old corner kick. Durrant, decent control out of the sky. Ended up being more of a pass. That's gone straight into the midriff there of Zuko. Square pass by Sikovic. Cut out there by Rusitovic. Lumped forward that time by Roy Bergman. Rusitovic is there. Sent forward this time by Julian Martinago. Jake Christopher flicked it on. Not sure who got the last touch. What a sliding challenge. It had to be timed to perfection. It was by Joel Sikovic. That's why they call him Sicko. And some Pats who are positioned primarily on the other side of the ground win a set piece for their troubles and their tussles this time. That's Reese Mangle. Alan Lackman, in fact, standing over it. Well, that's an interesting bit of technique on that one, more of a looper. Jake Christopher, Rosicovic, Zuko now. Well, was directed towards Zuko. Mangle, his first real contribution. Still waiting for the return of Nathan Vella. Tussle. Oh, and a little kick out there. Sent forward by a fielder. As we still await the opening goal of the evening. Eskelinen now. Decent footwork by Eski. Sent out wide towards Liam Sinclair. First graders combine. Good little footwork there. Rosicovic trying to close him down, the former Minchinbury man. Stepping in there was Julian Martinago. Hustle and tussle for the ball. Won there by Connor McIntosh. Lumped forward that time by Townsend, dropping into defence in that 21 jersey. Another big 50-50 challenge, which Zuko has won. Good use of the body there. Unfortunately, it's Sam Romeo not happy with the decision that time. So they've delivered a couple of decent balls that have been a bit too close to the goalkeeper. This one being a little bit further back from its starting position actually encouraged the perfect ball. Delivered in. Zuko tried to flick it on. Where might it fall to? Vujitsa really wanted to claim that in the end. He's had to allow his defender Sikovic to clear it. Anywhere will do in a moment of madness. But it means that St. Pat's have a corner as they continue to keep their finger on the pulse. So an in-swinger to be delivered. One hand raised again. Good looking ball, in fact, and it was just about cleared away. Here we go again from the other end this time. Jake Christopher, the top assist maker. We've got 2 set-piece assists in the single game against Oakville. Has 17 for the season as the delivery man. And we're about to see the 18th and all most important one from this one. The set-piece specialist. Good flat ball in, and it was just about punched away by the keeper, I do believe. Milan has been put back in by the corner-taking man. Eskelinen living a little dangerously. He pumps that into the back there of Mangle. Chance to break here. Greg Durrant cuts back inside past 1. A little bit too lax on the ball there. Forward comes St. Pat's as there's so much space in this midfield to burn into. He was offside and that ball was terrible. Slight lacking quality as we approach the 1/3 mark of the game. See if these two sides can settle into it. Of course, unlike if Polonia had made the final in reserve grade, both of these two teams did play last week. There was no week off for the Premiers. Premiers didn't get to this point. Here is Sinclair. Cuts back. Chance on his right foot here. Decides to lay it off towards Greg Durrant, curling into the hands of Akinor, who then picked up the spill and did really well. Now he punts that away. Ooh, off the top of the head there of Roy Bergman at the back. And the one who's played a lot of doubled up weekends. Body will certainly be sore. Brother of Jack Bergman, of course. Might come off the bench. Another long throw in to come, this time from the near side. Christopher trying to flick on, attempted again. I think Lackman was trying the spectacular overhead. Forgot about the part where he needs to rotate the body though. In the end, another missed opportunity, as St. Pat's are starting to count towards, I would say, the 10 mark of chances that they've had. Half chances at that, at least. A honk of appreciation up Eastern Road as Durrant comes down this right-hand side, trying to cut past his man. He's been stood up quite well there by Josh Milan in that 27 jersey. Was there a foul there by Durrant? There wasn't. On we go. And now Sybaris has barely been on the ball. There's a player who stayed down though. Well, I'm not sure what the reason for the stoppage was. Well, it's actually been the official decision is that there was a free kick to be given against St. Pat. So Oakville are about to have a free kick from all the way down back where they lost the ball, it seems. Or did the ball go out of play perhaps and it's in favour of St. Pat's? Well, we'll just wait a moment. There's more subs about to be made, or interchange I should say. There's still some disagreements happening with Zuko and Schneider. Zuko being told to calm his head by some of his fellow teammates. The 31-year-old is very experienced, wouldn't want his night to be ruined by a moment of silliness. So it is Oakville's ball. Rositovic changes hands of possession, or so I say feet. Play's really been slowed down. The momentum was lost there with that pass, and that's the effect of it. So Sybaris to the near side now. He'll be playing right wing for the time being. Their top goal scorer with 16 goals. Trying too much there was Escalinen. Christopher goes for the lobbed through pass again. Forward they come. Matthew Lang's now come onto the pitch in the 24 jersey. Another one who's in his first year at the club. Former Rouse Hill Rams and Hills Brumbies representative back in the old youth days. So a corner it will be again, although Oakville want it to be a throw. They're not really set up for a corner at all. If St. Pat's can just play quickly, yes, they've been told to hurry up. Oakville need to set up their zonal marking very, very quickly. Some free men in blue. In-swinging ball in towards the front post. Should be cleared away now, just about. Survived another scare. Durrant out of the sky. All the work in the world to do here. Poor pass. He couldn't find Sikovits. Escalinen stepped in. This could be a big coming together. It is. He looks hurt. Does Jesse Fielder. Yeah, he's taken the wind out of him there. They're going to stretch his hamstring though. Greg Durrant's going to run straight at Jesse Fielder, you can imagine. St. Pat's are going to go to their bench once again. So off goes Blake Townsend. And as well, off goes the man who just came on, and Reese Mangle. So a return to the field, I think, for Nathan Vella at left back, by the way. They kindly give the ball back to Jesse Fielder for St. Pat's. Yep, so Vella back on in the 27 jersey. No, not 27, forgive me. Josh Milan's still on the pitch. He hasn't come off at all. There was another change in midfield, which I'll keep you updated on the moment I know a little bit more. Fielder's out of position. Well defended by Martinago. Strong by Fielder. Sinclair was in tight. Oh, that's a horrendous challenge. Rusitovic is going to be given a yellow card. Oakville want a whole lot more. He's going to help Dylan Arnold to his feet, but that was one of those challenges where you thought the colour of the card could have gone either way. Oakville being right next to the ear of the referee certainly made it a little bit more convincing, at least on my end as well. He knew exactly what he was doing there, Rusitovic. He's experienced enough to know that he was not going to get there in time for the ball, and he left his mark on Dylan Arnold just then. Well, Dylan Arnold scored the winner versus Polonia to bring them here last week. He wouldn't want to be one missing the rest of this final. And Oakville have a real opportunity through Joel Sikovits to do some damage from the set piece. Well, Akinol touched it off his chest. Absolutely he did. Well, apparently he's left it out. There was more appeal from the sideline and from myself than there was from the actual players on the pitch. Good ball in by Sikovits. I just wish they'd attacked it a little bit more at that front post. Half an hour mark reached in the game. The ascendancy in favour of neither team, but the best of the chances have certainly gone to that of those in blue. Another big aerial coming together there. Here he is, the man who was just fouled. He's gone down again. Terrible challenge by Zuko. Really, really badly timed, and they're going to allow Oakville to make some more meters here. Zuko lucky to escape without any sort of warning, at least formally. So sent as short as possible and then pushed forward. That's a really poor use of a set piece there by Oakville. A look to the skies for a moment. Played short this time towards Vela. Romeo leading the press. Long throw about to come here from St. Pat's. Hugely long throw towards Zibarus. Slight delay in play, just waiting for the goal kick to get us back underway. Momentum's just been sucked out of the game for a moment and then sent away. Good use of the body there by Josh Zuko. Pass Zuko towards Jake Christopher, taken off him. A silly little giveaway. Jake Christopher's been flipped at there. Set piece. Right outside the 18-yard box. Jake Christopher wants something more like the 11-yarder. He's not going to get it. Now, who takes this one? A really important moment in the game. This could prove to be past the 1/3 mark of the game. We can tell that this game is going to be a tight one. Of course, the two previous meetings between these two ended in draws. The first one, of course, St. Pat's came away the victors. Danger here for Oakville. Needs to be really, really tight. Vujitsa in net. Struck by Jake Christopher, was palmed away. And the crowd love it. Absolutely love it. A decent save. A nice height. Vujitsa goal. So from one set piece, with a more direct angle of goal, to another right now, which Jake Christopher will take again. Another flat ball, this time towards the back stick. It went over everybody. Nathan Vela here to recycle. He was bumped into. Red Durrant sends it out wide and sends up the line this time. Is that Max Dengate on the field? I do believe it. May or may not be. I can't confirm just yet. Free kick here again for St. Pat's as Oakville are just backing themselves into a corner. It's their turn to give away a couple of back-to-back set pieces. delivered in flat, bouncing once, cleared away initially, struck towards goal, over, and it brought about a hand-in-hands moment from everyone in the crowd. We had a really good angle from up here. We could always tell it was going over, but it threatened to bowl to the back of the net. It really did. Played short out of defence. Living dangerously, took a touch off Jay Christopher there. Might bounce kindly for Greg Durrant. Sliding in strongly was Max Dengates in the 37. Ooh, straight into the head, I think, of Liam Sinclair. They're going to play on, though. Zuko off cross to help him. Oh, and they're going to stop play because the injury is to the head of one of their own. And Oakville don't like it. And I can understand their frustration, but Liam Sinclair went down in a bit of a heap there, and you wonder if he took that blow to the head and it hit a spot. Perhaps it isn't so cushiony. Back to his feet. Past whatever HIA assessment he was just given by a combination of Josh Zuko, Mario Tononi and Brendan O'Shea. Must be frustrating if you're in purple. But the only person you can blame is one of your own, but not for any reasons that are actually valid. He went down hurt, stunned, you could say. Greg Durrant will be upset though. So the ball is actually going to be dropped from well down the field, and they're probably going to have to do a bit of defending here. St. Pats are incensed that the ball's not being dropped from where Liam Sinclair went down. Well, they're urging St. Pats to stand back. They're urging Durrant to stand back. I think this is going to be contested here. No, St. Pat's the ones being told to stand back. Durrant now a bit lax, took a little bump after that. Sikovic's taken off him. Striker goal. Well, he tried to be David Beckham against Wimbledon some 30 years ago. It wasn't to be. That ball's been kept in from going out into touch. Sam Romeo turning. Dangerous pass. Well dealt with initially by Ryan Schneider. A little push down to the ground there on Milan. A chance to burst into a lot of open space. Played it to Liam Sinclair. Wouldn't this be a great moment of comeuppance for the kid? No, the 23-year-old burst to the side netting, although it looked like for a moment it had gone in. It did not sneak into that near side post. Decent move on the counter though. St. Pat's survive a scare. And sent away by Akinor. Sibera still playing in this right wing spot. Doesn't get the better of Sikovits there. Jake Christopher closing down on McIntosh. Handball was the call. They're going to appeal. The ball's been squared. It's been cleared away by Aaron Klahesi, just 18 years old. Sinclair, 5 years, Klahesi senior. Running forward now at speed. Cuts back inside past his oppressor. Squares it back here to Sam Romeo. Strikes from distance. Never going to drop back down in time, unfortunately. Liam Sinclair, probably the most dangerous man so far. Certainly in the last couple of minutes, he's been on relative fire. To the bench, St. Pat's will go again. This time it's Nikola Rusitovic, the only cautioned man of the afternoon, taking a little hiatus. I'll alert you of who the subbed on man is. At the moment I do know. Allowed to bounce it. Sibaris did well. Top goal scorer, it's a second top goal scorer. Sibaris now bursting down on goal. Tight angle shot saved by the right foot of Vujica. Jake Christopher rising as the danger's not been cleared yet. Now it finally has. Out of the sky, Blake Townsend hit the deck real hard, just came back on. Welcome back to the pitch, he's been told. So, inside the opposition semicircle stands Max Denge, has one first grade match of the round goal to his name. Dinks that one in, does the former Spartans representative. Pump towards goal. Where might this bounce? Just about cleared in the nick of time. Throw in taken very, very long, bounced, and while it does cause a bit of a rise in the old heart rate, in the end they've dealt with it every time, Oakville, quite well. That's what happens when there's 4 meetings in a season between 2 teams. Get used to it, and not so bad. History tells us that this fixture will take us to extra time unless we go back to round 1 of the season. Sikowitz standing over it as the Pats are going to go to the bench again. Off comes the right back, Jesse Fielder. Back in 21, he actually scored a grand final winner. Looks like Sam Romeo is going to go off as well. So a slight change up top for the Ravens. Dengate wins that one. Escalina trying to do all the hard work himself. There is Liam Sinclair, plays it flat. Driven pass here to Snyder. Should be one there, but Arkanor goes for the slap away. Durrant slipped at the pivotal moment. Snyder took a shot. Pot shot from distance! Off the crossbar! It's nearly ripped the world in half there. There's so much power behind it. How has the crossbar stayed on its hinges and has been cleared away just about? Sliding challenge, missed his man, they want a free kick, they're not going to get it. Better time challenge there though. There could be another coming together here. Good ball played, blocked off, little push on Snyder by Sybaris. Advantage is played, lumped forward there, that time it was by Roy Bergman. Where might this fall to? Martinago is there, he sends it away. Oh, poor Jake Christopher should find his strike partner here. It was a terrible ball. It just had to be a bit more to his right. And Sybaris could have bared down on goal and done what he's done all season and score. He didn't get the chance to. Oh, that's a massive let-off for the Ravens. Down both ends, to be fair. What about that crossbar hit? Well, massive call for handball. Not given. Play on. And then sent away that time by Martinago. Trent Singh, that 21 jersey's come on. Jake Christopher, oh, got the touch all wrong. Couldn't quite tell if he was trying to get that under control with his knee or take a half volley at goal. Well, both teams could have had a goal. Off of the back of Trent Singh, I think it was, who's now trying to close down Josh Milan. Snyder, put a bit of pressure on there. Ball cleared, that was by Blake Townsend in the 21 jersey, played as the 6, played as the centre back tonight already. Sybaris gave it away. One there by his opposite number in the 15 jersey, Connor McIntosh. Trent Singh threatening, cleared that time by Martinago. Chance here, played over the top. The keeper's going to come for that one. He won't get there first. Touch off Sybaris. The ball's bounced in favour of Oakville in purple though. Past Suko. Sikowitz sends it square. Past the halfway line to now find Snyder. Absolutely no midfield from St. Pat's. One there by Vella, who's back onto the pitch. Snyder doing his best to close down the number 24. Another big coming together. Lang goes down, wins the set piece. St. Pat's love it. Oakville can't stand it. Well done there by Matt Lang. He's encompassing all he needs in his first year at the club in that tackle there, in that 50 to 50.
Goal to Royal Crossing, number 25.
Great shoulder strength. Settle down play. Win that set piece. Allow someone like Vela to stand over this and deliver a good ball in. Formerly from the Nepean comp. Welcome to Blacktown. Delivered in. Dangerous ball, it seemed initially, but my bearings wrong. It was absolutely unthreatening, unfortunately. On the left back. Back in the 16 jersey as well is Mangle onto the pitch. In his last game, the number 16, Reese Mangle. Actually, forgive me, that's Jack Mangle playing his last game tonight. Reese still sticking around. Yet to see Jack on the ball just yet. Chance here. Trent Singh bearing down on Martinago. Two young kids coming together here. And the Oakville boys love that one. Long throw in taken again. Almost bounced on the middle part of the pitch there. Could be a massive coming together here. Escalin just trying to get it out of his feet. Did he win the set piece? Advantage is played. Was there an advantage taken there? There was certainly not. That seems an interesting call to me. Now here they come. This could be controversial. Lovely weight of pass. Jake Christopher cuts it back to their top goal scorer. Great challenge though. Can he swivel his way towards goal? Oakville just about recover. As we are tantalisingly close to half-time. Dengate from distance. That might just do it for this first half. In fact, it will. A point to the spot for Mario Stone. What a first half it's been. Back and forth entertainment. Chances of plenty down either end. Some decent saves from both goalkeepers. Some calls that have helped both sides in attack and defence. But at the end of the day, or at least at the halfway point of the day, we are in fact deadlocked 0-0, which is unlike these reserve grade PL2 grand final games. Come back in about 15 minutes or so. We'll do a little preview of the second half. But until then, St Pat's and Oakville deadlocked 0-0. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Friday night 2024 Grand Final Series here in what is technically Rudy Hill, just outside of the Doonside border boundary. Blacktown Premier League 2 Reserve Grade Grand Final, second half about to get underway, looking for the opening goal, which you might imagine one goal might just be enough to snag this one. It's been a tight game. The keeper's not really called into action despite a multitude of chances down both ends. I know it seems crazy, but it is in fact true. You have to go back and watch the first half after this to understand exactly what I mean. It's been a lack of finishing up top, or the final ball has just not quite been right. And maybe there's also a chance that this game equally just opens up entirely in the second half. So now St. Pat's will run right to left, Oakville will run left to right across your screen. You can imagine that we won't have to wait long for a goal. We know how common goals are in this fixture. The reserve grade grand finals have given us so many times to cheer and boo, perhaps, if you like, in years gone by. Almost can't believe that we haven't had a goal yet. I can promise you one soon. History always repeats itself in these kinds of fixtures. Been plenty of goals between these two throughout the season as well. Mario Tadone looks to give the ball to Schneider as we look to restart here at BFP. The first of over 60 grand finals being played here in the next couple of days. Thank you for joining in. Be sure to stick around all night. We've got games going till 10:30. Another live stream to come after this as Oakville look to pump it long off kickoff. Nice touch there out of the sky by Liam Sinclair, who had one of the best chances of the opening 45 minutes, and a 45 minutes that flew by the way. Struck towards goal, going wide. That's what I mean. There's been a couple of chances made. Look, there's a first look at the Glenwood boys and the Polonia boys behind the goal, who are obviously going to be playing up here next in what's going to be a nail-biting thriller and a conclusion to the first division, or I should say first grade, second division season of real promise. I'm expecting huge things from that game. Jacob Tor has come on in the 17 jersey, his first involvement in this grand final. Forward they come to Sybaris again, pile driven towards goal, went left of the upright and out it went, and a chance that's gone again. Chances are plenty. Chances gone begging for the first time in this dandy old match. Big tussle for the ball between Vella here and Durrant. The whistle has been blown, but for whom? For Oakville. Vella's actually come off second best here as Durrant goes and checks on his partner there in the tussle. Jacob Tor checking out how his teammate is. A bit of a shake of the thumb. He's going to be okay. So Vella takes his shirt off and goes off. Crowd like that. Welcome back to Reese Mangle. Come on and come off now 3 times. Real delay for this one. Someone's being told to go off the pitch. What on earth is going on? Jake Christopher trying to figure out what the issue is on the sideline. Is there one too many people in the technical area, perhaps? Well, now making way is Josh Milan in the 27 jersey, it seems. That is the 45 jersey. That might just be Jack Mangle, by the way, who is in fact playing his retirement game. Surab Mangle is his formal first name. Deep towards the back stick, and after all that delay, nothing came from it. Another delay here. There's an issue in the technical area of St. Pat's, and it's really frustrating that of Mario Tadoni. What's going on? We're going to talk to fourth official Sharon McLaughlin. There's an issue in the shin pads, it seems. One of the St. Pat's players. Real strange old delay. Wouldn't expect such a thing in a grand final, but apparently we've got this far with the shin pads. Why are we having the issue now? Noe Altamimi, the referee, the manager and the coach, that of St. Pat's, not quite understanding why the need for such a delay. So we still wait for Josh Milan to be allowed back on. Centre back, of course, he's going to take a seat on the bench. Is that his night done, perhaps, or does he need to change shin pads? Awkward occurrence. And about 5 minutes to add on at the end of the game. Well, finally, we're back underway. It feels like we've barely had this second half kick off yet. So now another change is being made. Jake Christopher's coming off. Well, this is befuddling. Is that Josh Milan now back on into centre back? Yes, it does seem that way. So Jack Mangle on, Milan back on, Jake Christopher off. Totally new look front line for the Blue Boys. Martinago sent that into an Oakville man in Singh, and he was lucky that it bounced out for a blue throw. Finally, we've got some consistent play happening. Poor pass though given away. Sikovic sliding into the challenge there. St. Pat's enjoying that one. Delivered across the face of goal. Awkward here for Oakville. Collected there by Sinisha Buitsa. And he sent that really high into the night sky, which Trent Singh actually won. Good turn there by Escalinen, one of the players of the match so far. Outside of the boot pass, a bit too much in the moment. Again, awkward here at the back. Eventually dealt with by Justin Mearns, who was meant to start this game in that 30 jersey, by the way. That's his first introduction into the grand final. Flick towards goal. Mearns is there. And it's been cleared away eventually. Surab Mangle. Well done there by Jack Mangle. Into the box. Now Mangle looks to put it across the face of goal. Tor! And, well, in German, Tor means goal. And Jacob Tor should have had a goal right there to his name. The biggest chance, not just the second half, but of the entire game, goes begging as two subs combined brilliantly. Big coming together there, off of the ball. Referee had a look at the player that was down on the ground. He's going to probably blow. No, he's not. He's going to allow them to go on because here come Oakville. Poor pass by Trent Singh. Sliding in there. Monster challenge. Greg Dine helps the man who just nearly took out his knees to his feet. Here's Justin Mearns.
Throw in again. Not the only one who can deliver a long throw in inside the box. This time he goes for the right boot cross in. Is he going to be asking a lot of the keeper? Oh! It is the strangest goal you're ever likely to see. Oakville take the lead through Justin Mearns, a centre-back just sobbed on after half-time. And an absolute moment of madness has just opened the scoring in the grand final. Justin Mearns, what a moment for him. He will never score a goal like that again in his life. A shonked cross into the night sky. So high, almost, it ended up on the local RAF base's radar. That's how shonked it was, and yet they find themselves one up. And Oakville, through the strangest of moments, have just taken the lead. And now this man, James Arcanor, has got all the pressure in the world every time he gets anywhere near the ball. Unfortunately for him, completely misread it. A moment he won't want to watch back, not something he does very often at all. Such a solid keeper, it's why he plays both resis and first. But he just, perhaps, maybe he lost that in the light. But either way, he completely misread it. And I feel for him, it's such a horrendous moment. He will not want to watch that back. He's looking to the sky, he's pumping his gloves together, he's in a world of disarray right now. 2 Oakville players are down receiving right-legged hamstring stretches right now. And all they need to do is see this game out. Wow. Well, if the game stays this way, Oakville, having not beaten St Pat's this year, scraping their way into the finals, and if they can hold this out for the next almost 40 minutes, it'll be a monster effort. Here comes Jack Bergman, I do believe. One of the most beloved figures out there. Bergman, 28, his 11th year in the club, quite consecutive years since time away. Now is such a key figure in keeping his team together off the pitch. Occasionally gets a good little stint on it. While he's got the legs, he's actually quite tiny with the ball at his feet though. Pats send that one long. Very different looking front line, all one back, but beaten by the goal line. Goal kick.
Goal BDSFA number 36 for second conceding Chesney Switch in the 31 women's grand final as well as FC3, Red Cross 2.
So Matthew Lang, who was playing as a left back for a moment, is now playing as a central striker. He's flanked by Tor, and Sybaris has pretty much remained in the field for the entire game. That one was Reese Mangle winning it out of the sky. Again there by Oakville. And the fans love that one. Sent in, should be claimed by Vujica. It is. Steaming in came the right back, Jesse Fielder. Oakville 1 to the good. Goes towards Fielder again. It's missed him, it's hit his hands. Hello. A shocking moment at the back. Well, the ball's been kicked away, so that might bring about another yellow card here. Obviously there's no games for the rest of the season after this, but you don't want those yellows to add up, even though it is an interchange sport, this one. Below us is the captain of Colonia right now, walking across the field, watching this game, settling into his routine. Michael Cullen, you can expect him to come up with a goal against Glenwood in the game after this. You better be sticking around to watch that one too. It's going to be a fantastic game, undoubtedly. Right, it's ball delivered in by Oakville. The second goal here would almost be curtains, you should say. Allowed to bounce. Saved by Arcanor, who's just redeemed himself. What a moment for him. Came towards Mearns again, cleared away there. And just anywhere will do. Once again, Dylan Arnold in the thick of things. Attack-wise and defensively. taken by the only goal scorer of the day. Flash of the camera. Bit of paparazzi for the reserve grade boys out there. Another one. And sent away. Reese Mangnal. Just beaten to strength there. Mangnal shouldn't have too many issues as he goes back to Arkanor. Living very, very dangerously. Really wants the free kick, isn't going to get it. Bergman plays it to Liam Sinclair. Liam Sinclair! That's the goal he deserves! That's the second goal for Oakville. And in this second half, they've come out firing and they thoroughly deserve a 2-goal lead. You cannot afford to make such mistakes at the back, St. Pat's. 2 in a row, 2 gifts, wrapped tightly with a cute little bow on top, which has been opened and enjoyed twice now by Oakville, who are about to redeem themselves from last year's grand final in first grade with a reserve grade win that will be celebrated just as much, if not more. This means a lot. And now they're just less or around half an hour away from being able to celebrate for the first time in a long time. Half an hour to wait, 30 minutes. It's been over 30 years since the last grand final win, back in the early 90s. Trent Singh wants to make it a 3-goal cushion. Terrible pass, unfortunately. Puts his hand up straight away. To the bench, St. Pat's will go again. It's panic stations, as I'm sure their best players are about to make their way back home for the 3rd time. Mangnal comes off. And Jacob Torr is coming off as well, or is he going to the right wing spot? Multitude of changes. Pats haven't found their best 11 tonight, unfortunately. Whatever 11 is on now, it needs a bit of a shake-up. Surab or Jack Mangle comes to this near side wing. Still David Sibaris through the middle. Lang still up there too, Matty Lang in the 24 jersey. But it doesn't matter with the changes because it's all Oakville right now. Trent, yes, Veer Singh got that one wrong, unfortunately. Been good in the press, not too much on the ball though. We want to see better from him. Oakville are the ones competing for the 50-50s a bit more. Now it seems St. Pat's at 6s and 7s. It seems they are on their way out almost. Don't give up, lads. Well done there by Eski Eskalinen. Singh pressing in here on Mangle. Jack Mangle. Turns. Well done by the 30-year-old. Beats Trent Singh. Outside of the right boot, clip towards Sibaris. Trent Singh square pass to Jack Bergman, who got the assist for the 2nd goal. Don't you forget it. 50-50. Another one there, 50-50. It was really well done by Blake Townsend. He's one of their better players. And he's probably going to have to play out the rest of this game if they want any hope of getting back in this one. Jack Bergman will trudge across with all the confidence in the world to take this throw in. Long throw in taken. One there by Martin Argo. Sent forward by Surab Mangal. Forward running is Sibaris. Mangle tried to get past one. It's somehow going to find its way generally towards Sibaris. Sliding in challenge by the man with the winning goal to his name in Justin Mearns. Monster throw in taken again, and just think St. Pat's could have almost scored one earlier. Pot shot taken from distance, second attempt. It was almost a trailing left leg. Blake Townsend straight into the mixer though. Oakville. Sent forward. Zuko's back on as well. They want a handball, they're not going to get it. Denget. Strong work there in the turn by Blake Townsend. I really like how that guy plays. Can he keep it from going out for a corner? He cannot. Grazes his knees in the process. Outswinging corner taken. Vujitsa just palmed it away with his right. A little awkwardly, but effective nonetheless. And taken Blake Townsend. Where might it fall to? Zuko is there. It's gone out for a throw. Now we're just waiting for the ball to be back in play. 25 to go, right on the mark. JB Jack Bergman with a great switch of play. Here is the second goal scorer of the night, Liam Sinclair. Greg Durrant, not his greatest pass, picked up there by Martinago, then strongly in, but where's he sending it to? Pat, you need 2 goals, lads. Vujitsa will see that out. Siberus might play the ball back down for him, but that's not going to hurry up. Former Zagreb men, although we did play them up quite quickly, and now they're under pressure here. Handball was the call. They're not going to get it. Under pressure still. Should be cleared there by Roy Bergman. It is. The 2 brothers on the pitch now. JB goes over his head towards Durrant. Sikiewicz was the one who rose highest, but he's hurt himself in coming down. Siberus now shooting. Not looking like St. Pat's night. It just really is shaping further and further away from them now. It's going to take a monster comeback if they are to anything can happen in football. But certainly unlikely. They should really try and stick with this team that they have out there though. Beautiful flip. Here's the grand final winning goal scorer himself. Great touch by the second goal assister. Although the second touch from Jack Bergman went pretty far out wide. Then Gate. Puts it forward towards Zuko, who's playing far deeper than he did start the game at. Some have some possession together here. Just been lumped forward once again. They don't need to panic just yet. There is still time left in this game. Jake Christopher's back on in a deeper position this time. Jack Mangle, couple of step overs. Did that ball go too far for him? It did, and Oakville like it. Press coming in. Press alleviated though. Although it's been one here. Blake Townsend. Although it was passed back him. Trent Singh, nice pass to find. Liam Sinclair, he's been able to cut back past both sets of fullbacks. Doing that same skill all night. No one's been able to read it. Escalinen playing in his more preferred DM role now. Charging past Matty Lang. Sikiewicz finds Bergman. Goes down. Throw in it will be. He didn't want the throw, he wanted the free kick, but at least it's still in purple favour. Another long throw-in to come. Perhaps a third goal here would really see off the game. Away by Zuko. Late challenge in there, the referee was poorly angled for it. Now it's a foot race, which a very fatigued Sybaris is being asked to trudge down. Beaten there by a pretty whippy Roy Bergman, hasn't he? But at least some Pats have made some space at the line. In fact, it was Connor McIntosh in that 15 jersey. So some Pats will launch another throw-in. Very threatening looking. Zuko was there, he's got some height. I think that's Greg Durran who's picked it up deep, although it's been given away. St. Pat's need some magic right now. Here's a man that can create magic. Oh, that's gone onto the road. Well, the referee voted player of the match. Gets the match called in the end. The match was decided. You won't be getting that one. Donated to the football gods. There's been a delay here because on the sideline there's an issue, it seems. So after all that, it's going to go back for a goal kick with 20 minutes left to go. First of 2 games tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and don't you forget it, you better be sticking around for the first grade game of the second division. Glenwood versus first v third, finished third only on goal difference on the final day. At one point, Glenwood were top of the table. I'll tell you that story and more very soon once we get to the end of this one. Kick-off time for that one, 8:30. Jack Mangle take his throw in. It's another sub being made here. Jacob Tor back onto the pitch. That 17 jersey had a great chance, didn't he? Jake Christopher clear. Jack Bergman, he's been good, hasn't he? Max Dengate can play anywhere on the pitch, it seems. Jack Mangle, here he is again. Retirement game, he wants to do something special here. Reverse pass was sweet. Is there a way back into this game through Sybaris? No. Just couldn't get it out of his feet quick enough. Nice turn, Liam Sinclair, arguably the player of the match. Successful dribbles aplenty. Even as times I asked the referee why on earth wasn't it a foul. Jack Bergman, who got the assist for the second goal. Jake Christopher, way too easy to read there. That was really well done there by Dylan Arnold in the number 6. Trent Singh has space to burn into. Effective enough clearance. Arkanor needs to get there first. He does. Former Premier Spurs man. Well done here by Jack Mangle. Taken off him though, but illegally. It's been a really fairly contested game. No frustrations shown after the challenge there, which could have, you could argue, brought about a yellow card. Didn't. Looks like as well, Ben Matchett in the 61 jerseys made his way on. Bergman with a big tackle, been incredible off the bench. Doesn't quite have pace to burn, but has space to burn into. Taken off him, and forward they come through Martinago. Pass out wide. Tor, square ball, just in front of Sybaris, I think. Really, really good pass it was by Julian Martinago. His cousin Daniel's playing in the grand final tomorrow, which I'll also be calling at 3 p.m. for Marion, as he did last year as well. His niece, Sophia Serralda, will play in the 12 Sixers soon tomorrow too. I recognise some of those names. Ball's been put in, it's been cleared away. Tor was towered up by Bergman, but illegally so. The first blip in the performance of Jack Bergman, the illustrious Jack Bergman. Helps Tor to his feet. No need for some Pats to be time wasting it, although they're down by 2 goals, don't forget. Justin Mearns. And then, of course, Liam Sinclair. Stellar night. Right, a real chance here. Jacob Tor, his 5th year at the club, he's got 5 goals to his name, including 1 versus Oakville in the first round of the season. Western Pats wound up 3-1 victors that afternoon. Really needs one here with 16 minutes to go. It is Jacob Tor, angling nicely, forced to save. Well done by finisher Vujica. Corner it will be. So Pat's now finally deciding that this is the time to act quickly from the loose balls, as they quickly send that from the free kick to the set piece. Left arm raised. Very good looking ball in over Zuko though. Mangle was there, Tor was there, Dengate has picked it up. Big challenge which Bergman's won. Jack Bergman has been phenomenal off the bench. Good pass into the path of Singh. He's got some pace. He goes down and the challenge clearest foul of the night. Finally given after some encouragement from the sideline. Some Pats can't help but be frustrated. But it was a foul. He shifted his momentum. They might see it as a 50-50 coming together, but it did not look like that. 8 o'clock has been breached. That means there's 15 minutes to go. So a chance to make the 2-goal cushion a 3 and get the party started. There's still a quarter of an hour to go. Really good hands, actually. That's on Barkenor. That's better from him. It's unmoving. So Pats were annoyed that they were too close to the goalkeeper. In the end, they should have been focusing where the ball was bouncing. Singh faced the wrong way, though. They've been able to keep it. Not been the best night for young Trent Singh, but he's shown glimpses of some good talent, and he is fearless. Go in, take it. Escalon too strong. Bergman again beaten, falls on his backside. They'll have a little giggle at that at the sideline, but they can only thank this man for his great contributions off the bench. Is there just 14 minutes left to go in Jack Mangle's Premier League career? They're going to go to the bench again. Alan Lackman comes off, or will be coming on, in fact. Making way is the absolutely distraught and fatigued David Sibaris in the 25 jersey from distance. Matt Lane piles one towards goal. He teed it up. Will he get a second bite of the cherry? Julian Montenago was hampered there. Yellow card given out here to Ben Matchett, I do believe, off the bench in that 61 jersey. Yes, it is. Some Pats have a bit of momentum in their favour here. See behind the goal, walking now. Sibaris just A, in a world of pain physically, but B, happy with himself that the 1 or 2 chances, half chances really he had go his way. He had one really early in the second half, and Tor had one really early in the second half as well after that, preceding that. And a day where they had 2 or 3 half chances, 2 goals have gone the way of Oakville in the second half, who have just been more composed when the time called for it. Tore again from the exact angle he did 4 minutes ago. The last one went down the middle. Vujica was strong. It's Tore again into the wall this time. And sends away, not out for a corner, for a throw. Great work in defence by Sicko. That one taken long again. It's not quite the last roll of the dice yet for St. Pat's, but it is becoming panic stations and desperate hour. Played short from Sinisha Vujica. Pumped forward by the grand final winning goal scorer. He's given it away though. Here comes Jack Mangle. Jake Christopher eventually gave it back to the number 45. Being closed down by the already cautioned Matchett. Now into the box was Julian Martinago. Corner again. Approaching the 10th of the game for St. Pat's. Oakville is starting to invite some pressure on. They've dropped a lot of their midfielders and wingers in here to do some defending. Trent Singh's going to go off. Well done, young man, on a very decent grand final showing. Corner to be taken in by Tor. Good looking ball. Lackman threatening. Cleared a little awkwardly by Mearns. Ended up being a crossfield switch of sorts. First touch off the bench. And Oakville spring a third here. Shoulder to shoulder was good. Well done there by Dylan Arnold. Off the bench now is White. That didn't combine right. Back it goes to Max Dengate. Now Oak will have the ball in the opposing attacking third. Under control. Bounced over his head. Now a chance. Lovely footwork there by Matty Lang. Sliding challenge was evaded too. Lovely work by the number 24. Wants to try and win something here. Square pass! Lackman was there. It was missed as well, right in the middle of the goal. Somehow haven't found a deficit Harbour. Bouncing awkwardly. Who will it fall to? Zuko is in the mix. There's a player who's gone down. Tedone says no penalty. And away we go, Bergman. Towards Riley White off the bench. Should have fresh legs. Crossfield switch is dangerous towards Sikovits. And he's given it away. Picked up by Tor. Been better when he re-entered off the bench again. Touch away from his man. By Martinago's playing like a striker now. In towards Zuko, who's got a lot of height and strength, but it's way too far over him. 8.5 minutes to go. Dengate now. Bergman will pick it up again. 1 million interceptions he's made. Look at the space to run into. It's a 3v3. Oakville want to make it 3. Escalinen up. Liam Sinclair's the one who started the party. Back to Escalinen now. Can he square it to the man who scored the second? Esky goes himself. Wrong option in the end. Man, this game has been intense from start to finish. Arkanor clears it up, bouncing just on the halfway line. Mangle went for the audacious. Picked up here on the turn, it is by Matty Lang, who just fashioned that last opportunity for St. Pat's and probably should have had a goal. Lackman pummeled into. Wants the free kick, not going to get it. Asking the question of the referee. Lackman and Bergman are having a little bit of a war of words out there. A couple of shoulder to shoulders together. Hugging a kiss. Another sub made. That Sibarus has come back on in the 25 jersey. Well, I thought he was depleted and dead, but it seems he's got more in him. But Oakville are the ones coming forward themselves through Riley White. Been a bit of a hazard off the bench so far. 20 minutes to go until the first grade kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you stick around after this as we switch streams and go to the PL2 first grade grand final, Polonia and Glenwood. Your Friday night entertainment sorted here from BFP. Still got time to get here too, you know. A yellow to be dished out to one of the Oakville boys for time wasting. St. Pat's will implode it, but what's the point when you're down 2-0? Seems rather strange to me. A long way left to go in this game, yes, sure, but all you do want is to be applauding at the right time. To me, I'd keep them quiet. We're almost willing St. Pat's to score so that the goal that has actually technically won this game, which was the error by Arkenal, is not actually the goal that decides the game technically. St. Pat's can find one back. It sort of would make Liam Sinclair's goal, at least, which was a much more special goal, the winner. Just don't like to see goalkeepers making mistakes. I feel terrible for them. It's the toughest job in any kind of sport in the world. And the big challenge come in there. Have not seen Sam Romeo back on the bench for Oakville though. Surprisingly though, they haven't needed him. Matchett plays it square. Dylan Arnold, who goes down, wins a free kick. It was Escalinen. Just felt the fake grass roll up his right arm there. So Oakville now, they were 30 minutes away. They're now just with inside 10. Testing Arkenal here again, claimed it out of the sky, but it was a nervous look from all St. Pat's fans around alike. Is there a third goal in this game, but who will it go to if there is? Given away towards Matchett. There is Riley White off the bench. He's going to take a pot shot at goal. It was always rising. Back in play again through Blake Townsend. Going to switch it out here to Max Denga now, controlling this left flank. Sibera's ahead of him. Just about the right pass. Blake here now. Hot shot taken from distance, always rising again. To the bench they go again. It's a goodbye in his 21st season as a St. Patter for Josh Zuko. 21, not the lucky one, unfortunately. That's been sent away once again. A chance for Oakville to find a third. Riley White sending it out wide to Liam Sinclair. Lovely back heel. White goes down under the challenge. St. Pats are going to try and play their way out of danger now. Lumped forward. That's not playing your way out of danger. That's giving the ball away. Bergman goes for the clip. A little bit of a distinct, let's say, double negative 8. Distinct lacking quality at times in the second half from both. The game decided by mistakes out from the back or at the back. I did say in the introduction that this tends to be a game that's won decided by defensive errors and some fortuitous finishing. Nothing fortuitous about the second one. A lot of it with the winner though. Riley White hustling and bustling off the bench. Jack Mangle trying to get around him. It's been given away though. That Rudositovic who's back on the pitch, I do believe. With caution, has to be careful not to push his man there. There's no point in getting a red. He is treading the absolute finest of lines now. One of only 2 players. So a corner to come for Oakville. Inside 90 seconds left in this game. In what is going to be one of the great celebrations here at Blacktown Football Park for this weekend, I can promise you. Ball delivered in, Akinor tested. That's better hands from him. Not long left to go now. Sent away. What an absolutely brilliant achievement this would be for the Ravens in purple and black. Sinclair gets it under control. What a game he's had. Don't forget after this game that we're going straight to the first grade 1 final. There'll be a bit of a time in between of 15 minutes, but stick around, go grab a coffee, put the kettle on perhaps. St. Pat's looking to find a late way back into the game. They have 45 seconds left of regular time. Sybaris, what kind of energy has he got left, if any at all? Gets around his man somehow. He's been brilliant. Corner it will be. The final one perhaps of the game. Indicated as a goal kick. Well, eventually given as the corner, it was stupendously the wrong call. An in-swing going to come. Numbers up aplenty. St. Pat should borrow some more players in the defence to lump forward. Final chances of the game here, lads. Ball delivered in and cleared away by a resilient Oakville defence. They will not be beaten tonight. Handball was the call. St. Pat's won't get it. Good tackle by Askalinen. Played almost 30 matches worth of games this year. It's only a 21-game season, but the amount he's played in first and reserve grade is something to be super proud of from his perspective. We are into added on time by almost 20 seconds already. Oakville are almost there. Delivered in. Wietzer just gets enough on it. He judged it wrong, but just about got enough. Riley White tried the audacious. Picked up here by Mangle. Again, this is his last game in Premier League football. There will be some added on time because there was such a delay at the start of the second half, you may remember. Off goes Jack Bergman after providing the assist for the cushion goal. Oakville trying to play quickly. They haven't even made their own sub yet. Cheeky there by Matchett. "90 seconds of borrowed time, borrowed already." Look at the watch by Mario Tadone. Another look at the watch by the referee. I think we're almost there. Riley White, little touch in the back by Townsend. Been probably St. Pat's most solid player out there besides Sybaris. Lackman charging down in defence. It's a little hit on his man, Sinclair, who's helped see out this game with his contributions tonight. 2 minutes and 15 seconds passed on by. What's happening here? Another little coming together between Sinclair and Lackman, I do believe. Brother Collins when he hit it to his right shoulder, so couldn't complete the final series. So unfortunate for Colin, who's one of the funny and good guys out there in our comp. Games ending all around this great precinct, which means we must be close in this one too. So Oakville have a third to kick off their party with another goal. Colby Park's going to be going off long into the night, I can promise you. We're almost there. A corner. A couple of moments left to go in the game.
And we are also just 13 minutes away from the first grade game kicking off. Boys ready to storm the pitch in purple. Ball delivered in. Sinclair was there. I think it'll be another corner. St. Pat's just want this to be over at this point, but so do Oakville for a completely different set of reasons. The Olays have started. In-swinging ball again. Flick towards goal and over. Goal kick given. Play will continue on. So we might be a couple of minutes delayed to the first grade game because we must mandate 15 minutes in between each games. Just keep an eye on your stream and keep your sound on because we'll start talking ahead of time anyway. It's really started. The party has started. The party should start now. It's Oakville's championship in the PL2 Reserve Grade Grand Final. One of the most freakish goals you'll ever see from subbed on right back Burns has secured an almighty fight back towards the end of the season. They were not in the finals several weeks ago. They had to make a mental comeback from a really, really poor showing last year in the grand final, but they've done it, and you know what? They've done it in style. They've done it in real style tonight. They've defended valiantly. They've attacked with purpose. They mixed it up when they needed to, and they found the 2 goals they needed. A little haphazardly, a little fortuitously, but when you're presented with chances like that, you have to take them, and they did. Massive congratulations to Justin Mearns for his most unlikely of goals, but what a time to get one. Then, of course, Liam Sinclair, probably the player of the match. Jack Bergman got the assist there, of course. Congratulations to Oakville. It's a first championship, a first Premier League grand final win since the early 90s. What a time to get it, just a year after you came so close. My commiserations go to St. Pat's. A lot of these guys have come through the very hyper-successful 21s unit that won 2 in a row a couple of years ago, but tonight it wasn't to be. Unfortunately, it just wasn't quite perfect out the back. But Oakville, enjoy this one. St. Pat, you should still relish in the fact that you finished as runners-up in both the minor and major premiership and championship. Well, my name is Mark DePoli. I'm going to go for a little slight voice break in between the 2 games. Don't go anywhere because at about 15 minutes' time, we'll be kicking off the ultimate for tonight, the first grade grand final between Glenwood and Polonia. See you very soon.